What's going on, everybody? Will here with Tangible Triumph, Life, Inspiration, Motivation. And the topic of discussion today is what justifies an action. Right now, I think we all want to work towards the same goal. All of us want to be happy. We all want to live productive lives. And most importantly, we want to be heard. And what's going on in the world right now is extremely disturbing. And I'm not preaching for one side or the other. I'm trying to get you to think today. How do you justify your actions, and what are you doing to be heard? Across the board, I'm a firm believer in approaching things from a standpoint where you're not acting on impulse, but rather making calculated decisions to be heard in the right manner. As we're all human. We're all human beings. We're all here living together. We're all looking for the same things. And the actions that you take to be heard will determine how you are heard, how you are perceived, and what interpretation is given. Growing up, I was always told, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And with that being said, I don't think I was told that because I wasn't supposed to say things that maybe weren't so nice. Because sometimes we do have to say things that aren't nice. But that statement was made to make a child think before they act. How can you say this to actually be heard? How can you express a negative emotion positively so that you are heard in the right manner? Taking responsibility for the words that you are saying and the actions that you are taking so that you can justify what you believe in, what you are fighting for, and also what your intentions are. The main goal here is to take the right stance. I met a woman, and she fought for violence against women for 40 years. Her living room was lined with plaques that were basically stating her accomplishments throughout her journey, throughout her time spent fighting for women she had not even known. And my heart goes out to each and every one of those women that were beaten and battered under circumstances that they may not have had control over. But this one woman did everything she could, not only for herself to be heard, but everybody that she was fighting for. And with that being said, what we're going through as a society right now is extremely healthy and unhealthy in many ways. Good is always countered with bad, positive always with negative. So there's always going to be some bad apples in the bunch. And that's the truth. When we remove the bad apples, we get the good ones that are truly going to be heard and could be baked to make the perfect apple pie. The way we present ourselves and express ourselves goes a hell of a long way when it's done in the right way. And again, like I've stated, I'm not portraying any view I have on anything that is going on right now, because that's not the point of my message. My message is if you want to be heard, how are you going to justify your actions? How do you want to be perceived? How do you want to be understood? Because if you approach anger with anger, you're going to look like an angry person. And if you're fighting against anger, how do you justify that at all? The environment that we should all be living in today should be a positive one. And there's no all-in-one answer to justifying your actions. But what I do know is that instead of creating conflict, how do you create a positive conflict? How do you create a message that is heard, that's taking the right actions, and being critical in each moment that you approach? With that, tangible triumph here, and all rivers lead to the same ocean. Just don't swim upstream. Peace, love, and happiness. Have a great day.